So this fragrance has been getting a ton of hype lately. Is it as good as everyone says it is? Stay tuned and find out. Alright, so today's video is going to be another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from the house of Issey Miyake. It is their latest release, Nuit d'Essai, Pulse of the Night. So Pulse of the Night from the house of Issey Miyake is a woody, smoky leather fragrance released in 2019. The nose behind this fragrance is Lac Dong. It is an eau de parfum concentration. All right, let's check out the presentation. All right, so here's the box for Pulse of the Night. As you can see, it's pretty reminiscent to the other boxes in the Issey Miyake line, the Nuit d'Essai line and the L'Eau d'Essai line. We have the same box shape, the name up here up top. It's kind of a cool dark black. It does have some gold streaks going across, I guess, kind of symbolizing a pulse. Same thing on the back with some information. Has a size information here at the bottom. Other than that, not too much going on with this box. Let's check out the bottle. All right, so here's the bottle for Pulse of the Night. Again, very reminiscent to the bottles from the other Issey Miyakes in the line. We do have the same skinny cap here, black atomizer. This is a plastic cap. We do have a frosted glass. It is like a matte black frosted glass with the same gold streaks going across the front like the box. Back is the same. You know, not my favorite bottle design, but I do like this particular bottle from the Issey Miyake line. All right, so here are the notes for Pulse of the Night. In the top, we have frankincense. In the mid, we have tonka bean, patchouli, and labdanum. And in the base, we round things off with vetiver, sandalwood, and vanilla. All right, so just in case you guys are wondering, I am in Aurora, Illinois, visiting my brother for my birthday. This is my birthday eve. But yeah, so a lot of people are talking about this fragrance right now. A lot of hype behind this one. You know, I did see a couple of people selling their bottles off. That's how I got my hands on this one. And so when I see that, I'm like, okay, maybe it's not that good. You know, maybe it's just kind of everyone sort of following the crowd saying, oh, this is awesome. But it really isn't. And that's pretty much why I like doing these videos, especially when I hear a lot about them. I've only heard one comparison with this fragrance. And I believe someone said it smells like Herod from the house of Parfums de Marly, but there's no tobacco in this. There is vanilla in this. But other than that, I don't really see too many of the matching notes with Herod, so I'm not really sure where they get that from. Maybe Carlisle. I mean, everyone says that one smells like Herod. I don't get that either. But if it smells like Herod or anything close to Herod, it's going to be nice. But it has a lot of frankincense, and I like incense, you know, in small amounts. But if it's mainly a lot of incense, I'm not really sure if I'm going to like it. But let's give this one a first impression and see what it's all about. All right, here we go. Clean hand. Pop the cap here. A couple sprays. Great sprayer. Excellent sprayer. Okay. I can kind of see where they get the Herod comparison from. I'm getting a little bit of that cherry vibe. Not really sure where that's coming from. The incense isn't overpowering in this. I'm getting a lot of the tonka bean. A lot of the vanilla. The sandalwood. The patchouli. Something that smells like rose, but there's no rose in this fragrance, but I'm getting something that kind of smells like rose. It's something floral, but it's smelling right now like rose. This is a nice fragrance. I can already tell this is going to be a nice fragrance. Does it smell like Herod too much to not buy this separately? It's close, but to me, Herod is better. I love tobacco more than some of the notes in this. I would stick with Herod. I don't know. I'd probably keep this one. It all depends on the dry down. But right now, I can definitely see why people say it smells like Herod. But this one's slowly going into a different phase. It's definitely a nice, sweet tonka bean. Definitely for gourmand lovers. Super sweet. It's woody. It's creamy. Very masculine. Yeah, the incense isn't too bad in here. I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be, and it really isn't. The incense isn't killing this one for me. Usually, the incense is very balmy. But in this fragrance, the incense is done right. I think they really use a lot of tonka bean here. It's really being overpowered with the tonka and the vanilla and the smokiness. You know, I guess the incense is giving it some smoke, some smokiness. But this is not overpowering. This isn't campfire smoky. This is a nice fragrance. I can definitely see what people are liking this one. I am a little worried, though, that it could, you know, maybe in the air, in the sillage, or maybe when I get them side by side, that it might be a little bit too too close to Harrod, and I don't know if it would be able to warrant a purchase for my collection anyway, because I do love Harrod. I love wearing Harrod. I love layering it with other tobacco fragrances that I own. But I'm not gonna lie, this is no slouch. This is a really nice fragrance, and it does smell like it has some great staying power. You know, some performance. You know, I think it's gonna be nice with this fragrance. I'm not really sure how readily available these are. I did get this from someone in Fragcom for, I think, a decent price. I think these were going for quite a bit. I think I got a pretty good price for this fragrance. And that's partially the reason why I do want to keep this one, because not sure if I'm going to find it for that price again, but who knows? You know, maybe they'll go on discount soon. But right now I'm going to say this is a very nice fragrance. I am impressed with the smell. I can see where the hype came from. I have no complaints as of now. This is a very pleasant fragrance. This does have a few different aspects of other fragrances that I like. This is a very dark fragrance, very heavy. Definitely can see, you know, this one wearing it at night, so it makes sense. Yeah, impressed with this fragrance. Very impressed with this. I'm glad I got my hands on it. Again, I can't jump on the complete hype train right now because I am testing this one. But right now, I do like this one, and we'll see where it goes from here. And, you know, wear this one for the next couple of days. Give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, so I'm back from my trip to Chicago. But before I tell you guys my thoughts on Pulse of the Night, I did meet up with my good friend Chauncey for dinner. So I want you guys to get his thoughts as well. Check them out. All right, we're here with my boy Chauncey.
What's going on, y'all?
Check out his channel, Chai Niche. Hasn't uploaded anything lately, but
years. But you can check it out.
Yeah, the old stuff's still good.
Throwback Thursday or something like that.
So we're here with him. He's gonna try this Pulse of the Night that I have been talking about in the first half of the video.
Okay, this is a sexy bottle. That's the first thing I say.
I do like that bottle. Yeah, that matte black with the
yeah, but with the little gold touch on it. Yeah, but yeah, it is.
Woo! It smells good from here.
Whoa. Is there some like fruity note up in here? It's kind of like, it's like a smoky fruity vibe, kind of sort of.
The smokiness I think comes from the frankincense.
It kind of reminds me of like a tamed out version of Interlude Man a little bit because of the frankincense that's up in there. But
okay,
the initial blast, I kind of got like a tobacco vanille kind of feel a little bit.
Okay.
I smell frankincense and vanilla. Okay. That's like prominent right now on my skin.
Yeah.
All the other stuff you said, I mean, kind of like in the background maybe, but I smell frankincense and vanilla.
Very spicy and sweet.
It's spicy. No, I really like it. It's different than any of the other like flankers. I mean, you know, Issey Miyake makes like a lot of different flankers, and you can kind of still tell the DNA. The Issey Miyake DNA is in it. This doesn't necessarily have an Issey Miyake DNA as of right now. So I'm not sure how it will smell later on once it dry down is in, but like the initial spray and stuff like that. It's like a totally completely different fragrance. It's not almost like you camouflage it, man. Like you just put some stuff up in here. You sure this isn't
all right, so that was Chauncey giving a thumbs up to the Pulse of the Night. Two thumbs up. He really likes this one.
You know it's cold out here.
Yeah, so it is 30 degrees out here, so perfect weather for the fragrance, although my hand is freezing right now.
Yeah, mine too, brother.
Yeah, so I think Chauncey might pick one up. But y'all check out his channel, Chai Niche. No recent videos, but you know, maybe I'll get it back in the game here and there. You know, showing them in this video.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. Until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.
Take care.
So as you guys can see, Chauncey really enjoyed this one. I will say, to kind of keep this short and sweet, this fragrance really did remind me of Harrod. Not exact. They did share a few notes. They shared vanilla, the incense, and the vetiver. I really thought that Harrod, that the DNA of Harrod really was the cinnamon and the tobacco, but apparently it's not, because I really get that DNA. Now it's not exact, don't get me wrong, but I do get the Harrod DNA in this, which I really like that DNA. So I was really surprised that this fragrance didn't have any cinnamon or tobacco in it, and it still had you know, a similar opening to Harrod. But yeah, I will say it did remind me of that one, but this is still a really nice fragrance. It was very sweet, very gourmandy. It had a lot of tonka beans, so it was kind of nutty. It was powdery. Yeah, really nice fragrance. I was really impressed by this one. Longevity for this fragrance was excellent. I did get 8+ hours. I would venture to say it wouldn't even pass 12 hours, but 8+ hours for sure, just to be safe. This fragrance is an eau de parfum, and it definitely is no slouch in the longevity category. Projection for this fragrance was excellent as well. I did get 3+ hours of really strong projection. Might even say it would fill up a room, but I was in Chicago. It was nice and cool there, so it worked really well with the cool and or cold weather that I experienced there. But yeah, 3+ hours I was getting nice wafts, had a good foot and a half, maybe even further than that, radius around me, nice sillage trail, you know, so 3+ hours for the projection is good for this fragrance. Seasons for this fragrance, if you haven't guessed already, are going to be fall and winter. Definitely the cooler months of the year for this fragrance because it is very sweet, very heavy, very thick, and smoky. You know, with all those aspects, this fragrance will definitely shine the most in the cooler weather. Occasions for this fragrance, I'm going to say, are evening events, like date night, formal events, you know, just anything at night. And definitely strong enough and sweet enough for the club. Ages for this fragrance, well, initially I was going to say 30 and up, but that probably leans more towards the Herod side of things because that one does have black pepper and tobacco and some cinnamon that kind of give it a bit more mature spiciness. But this one's very sweet, very heavy, very thick, so I think 25 and up would be perfect for this fragrance. Overall, I do like this fragrance. I can see where the hype came from. You know, it's very thick, it's very sweet, it's very sexy, it's alluring, perfect for a date night or an evening out. I think it'll definitely get you compliments, you know, for those gourmand lovers around you. Very smoky. The incense I thought would really kill this fragrance for me, but it really didn't. It actually just helped it shine even more. Perfect longevity and projection, so that really helped along with things as well. I think the price is right. I have seen these on FragranceNet, I think for around 55 bucks, maybe 60 bucks. Not sure about shipping. That's a pretty good price. I think this would be a safe alternative to Herod if you don't want to spend the 150 bucks to $300, whatever that one's going for these days. I think if you, or maybe if you liked Herod, but you thought it was too mature with the tobacco note, but you wanted something similar but not as mature, definitely go with this one. I think you guys would be satisfied with purchasing this one. It's definitely a lot cheaper than Herod as well. But yeah, I was very impressed by this one. I really liked everything about it. I guess the only downfall would be that it did remind me of Herod a little too much, and I do own that one in my collection, and I enjoy wearing that one. So I really don't need to have both in my collection. You know, so if you guys are out there wondering, oh, well, if I own Herod, can I get this one? No, I think I would pass on Pulse of the Night because I do think the DNA is a bit too similar. Now, obviously, they're two different fragrances and they go two different directions towards the dry down, but just in that opening, I think it'll remind you too much of it. You won't want to wear. You know, either you'll like Herod, but you won't want to wear this one, or vice versa. So I definitely think if you own Herod, you know, keep that one. Or if you own this one, don't get Herod. I do think they're similar enough to not purchase both. You know, but overall, great fragrance. I really like this one. And, you know, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts of this fragrance are. You know, I really like Pulse of the Night, so I'm interested to hear what you guys think about this one as well. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching another video on my channel. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications for future first impressions videos and fragrance-related content just like this. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There you'll find fragrance-related photos and future contest winners. And until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.